We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the American League's Houston Astros and the Detroit Tigers. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Michael Fulmer, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. On the bump, Michael Fulmer. Boy, what really turned his career around, learning the straight changeup. Always had a big arm when he came up in the Mets farm system, but since he arrived in the big leagues, more than that big arm, the fastball 95 to 97 miles an hour. Straight changeup, one of the best in baseball. Also has a curveball to go along with it. If he brings the changeup and the good one with him, he will be really tough to hit.
And a swing and a miss, so a first pitch strike as we're underway here this evening. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
Well, this has started off certainly quick. First batter of the game goes deep. Dare I say, ambush tactics?
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Coming into this one against Michael Fulmer, he's 1 for 3. Hit hard to third. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Matty, you focus on this lineup, the middle of the order jumps out at you because of the big power. But my focus today is on the table setters, the guys that set the tone. They have to be willing to work the count and find ways to get on base and create a little bit of havoc on the defense.
A ball and no strikes.
Ball one, no strike.
And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Line toward the gap in left center, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Batting fourth, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Now in the box, Carlos Correa. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there. Now the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Two mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. Coming into this one against Michael Fulmer, he's 2 for 3. It's 2-0 to Marwin Gonzalez.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Altuve stands at second with 2 gone. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Line towards center field. Jones will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Astros off and running on the solo homer. Bottom of the first coming up, and Houston's off to an early 1-0 lead. Justin Verlander, a Virginia-born right-hander, gets the ball to start this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Justin Verlander, former Cy Young Award winner. He's done just about everything you can do as a starting pitcher. At one time, might have had the best and biggest arm in the game of baseball. Consistently 94 to 97 miles an hour. Really good overhand curveball. Has the slider, has the changeup. Usually you'll know if Justin Verlander is on early. If he gets through the first couple innings, 1, 2, 3, he's going to be tough to beat.
A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
And that one stayed up a little high. Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1. Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Jacoby Jones becomes out number 2 this inning. Nick Castellanos now. He will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Castellanos has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Tigers. They're down 1-0. Stepping in is Josh Reddick, who started out against Michael Fulmer to begin the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. To his left, Goodrum. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the Tigers on D. And let's focus our attention on one of the most dynamic defenders in our sport, and that's shortstop Jose Iglesias. I want to tell one of our camera guys, do not take your lens off this guy, because he is going to make a highlight reel play every game, and I guarantee something goes down today.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there. This is line to left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. Ball 1. McCann, a native of Georgia. He was taken in the second round during the 2002 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Hit hard towards the hole. Goodrum from shallow right. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Leading off the inning, Jeimer Candelario, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Line to the right side. Reddick is there to put it away for out number 1.
Time for a look at the Stros on base. And let's focus our attention on the guy behind the plate putting the digits down. That's Brian McCann. I don't think he gets enough credit for his defense. The ability to massage a pitching staff, soft hands, and a nice throwing arm to second base. We already know from the offensive side, he's a multiple-time All-Star with the ability to launch.
Now at the plate, Victor Martinez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead. 0-1. Martinez stands at first with 1 out. Stays alive, still 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And he got him.
Batting 7, second baseman.
Into the box, Nico Goodrum, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Verlander pauses. Here's the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. A ball and a strike. 2 out with the man at first. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He's going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
The 1-2 is a curveball taken low for a ball.
When a pitcher's close to working through it quickly.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for Detroit. It remains 1-0. Digging in now, Yuli Gurriel. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
That's wide. 2-0. Here's a strike. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Mata moves over. 1 out. Coming to the plate now, George Springer. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Jones. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Now at the plate, Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. From the stretch, hit the other way out toward right field. Castellanos has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Leading off the inning, Jim Adduci, and they'll need him to get something going here. Back to work now is Verlander as the first pitch of the inning is swung on and missed for strike 1. Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing, north-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Jim Adduci is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
No balls and a strike to count. Heading out towards shallow right. Catch made there by Altuve, and there are 2 gone now.
The shortstop, number 1.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Fouled away. 0-1 pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank, because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
And he lays off there, 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. In there, a base hit. And he will beat the throw to McCann, safe at home plate.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. 1-2.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Puerto Rican sensation and former #1 overall pick Carlos Correa gets set to start the inning. High pop-up. Adduci over to his right. 1 out. So coming to the plate, Marwin Gonzalez. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
Popped him up. Candelario has a play. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Josh Reddick. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Evan Gattis now standing in. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Smoked on the ground left side. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Springer at the track, the wall, and that one is gone. Solo shot to right center, and it's given the Tigers a 2-1 lead.
Well, when you groove the first pitch a strike, these hitters are going to make you pay. Something tells me I don't have to tell the guy on the mound that anymore. That hurts.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2. Hit hard, but foul. The 2-2 one more time. Pitch popped up. Altuve shading to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Next for the Tigers, Mikey Mata. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. At the plate, Nico Goodrum. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. That's inside. 2-0. 2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman. 2-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Very weakly on the ground. The 2-2 one more time. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 for the Tigers, and it comes on this solo home run. We played 4, and Detroit's taken a 2-1 lead. Ready for another chance? Brian McCann. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Yuli Gurriel will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
And he fouls this one off.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Here comes another 0-2. This one's down to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. So stepping in, George Springer, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Comes set, and the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up on the backhand. And there's out number 2. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. This is line to left. Mata is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. One left for Houston. They're down 2-1. Settling in now, Jim Adduci. He'll be the one to greet Justin Verlander to start the inning. And a neck-high fastball that time. In there, 1-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. McCann, a California-born ball player. He was taken in the second round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Jose Iglesias is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Verlander's ready. Here it is on 0-2. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Tigers shortstop with a ball and 2 strikes. Low with the fastball that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
And this is fouled at the plate. Another 0-2 home. Now that's popped up. Goodrum is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 1.
Now batting, Carlos Correa. He struck out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. In there, and it's 0-1. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Jones is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Ready now, Marwin Gonzalez. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one? He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Josh Reddick.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Gonzalez is on his way home. He scores, and the Astros have tied it. It's a 2-2 game.
Definitely an aggressive approach here, down 0-2 in the count. Instead of shortening his swing and protecting the plate, he takes a big rip and is able to drive it deep for a couple of bases and an RBI.
In now, Evan Gattis. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Goodrum moving to his left. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. Through 5.5, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Jacoby Jones the next to hit. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's 1 away.
The right fielder, number 9, Nick Castellanos.
Now the pitch. And he takes strike 2.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Springer on the run. 2 gone.
Up next for the Tigers.
And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Jeimer Candelario. He went deep last time up. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing against Verlander that time around. And we remain tied at 2 apiece. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. All tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. high in the air out to center field. Jones patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Now batting.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Center fielder.
Here's George Springer. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Line hard toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. 2-out hit. That'll bring Alex Bregman to the plate as well.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Into the box now, Alex Bregman. Softly hit out toward short. And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. So a 4-pitch inning as the Astros are retired. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Stepping up now, Victor Martinez. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Fastball in there for a called strike.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
And Victor able to lay off that one, and the count moves to 1-2. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. A called strike on the inside corner.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning. Game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
Hit down the third base line. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Striding in, Nico Goodrum. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. Strike 2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Popped him up. Correa is there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Into the box now, Jim Adduci is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Tigers leave 1. Score remains 2-2. Joe Jimenez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Next up for the Stros, Jose Altuve. He got under one and popped out his last time up. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Castellanos is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. Here's Carlos Correa now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. Up around the face.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game over.
Strike taken, the throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
One of the keys to stealing a bag is getting a good jump. And even though this throw bounces, they're still able to get him because of the poor jump he had on first.
Behind 0-2 now. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is striding in once again. James McCann. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Colin McHugh is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Pitching for the Astros, number 31, Colin McHugh.
Number 3 is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field.
Number 3.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit in the air to right field. Reddick has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Reddick has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
At the plate, Jacoby Jones. He went down on strikes last time up. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Behind 0-2 now. Two runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. And this game is still tied at 2-2. A fitting shot there for the Motor City as we're set for action in the 9th inning of this one on MLB Network. Daniel Stump will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that is through into right field for a single. The 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Now batting.
Evan Gaddis now standing in. Go-ahead run at first. Nobody out.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Mata arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. It's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting. Number 3.
Standing in, number 3. He readies for his first plate appearance. Here's the first pitch. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Center fielder.
Here's George Springer. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch. This is line to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. And the runner is in from second. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. Tag is there, and he's out trying to score from first as the second run. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Last chance coming up for the Tigers, and Houston's taken a 3-2 lead. Now to the plate, Nicholas Castellanos. He'll start things out, needing just a run to tie it here in the bottom of the ninth. Hector Rondon is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. Martin Maldonado is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Strike.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Nicholas Castellanos is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Popped him up. Gonzalez will get there as he's able to tuck this one away just past the first base dugout for route number 2. He's set and the pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the ninth, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Houston came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Colin McHugh is credited with the win. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros. 3 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Tigers, 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 54 minutes. A reminder that for travel through downtown Detroit, pick up the People Mover train outside the stadium at the Grand Circus Park Station, located just beyond the right field gate on Witherell Avenue.